Here is your Radio Theater Channel weekly podcast for download. The RTC still has the very best old-time radio on the live streaming. And if it's music you love, tune in to the RTC Music Channel, where this link and many others are on our website at oldtimeradiolisten.com. Now, here's Jim.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the RTC Weekly Download. I'm your host, Jim Dolan. Today we start off with an episode of the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show. That's a comedy show as a spin-off from the Jack Benny radio show. And Phil Harris, of course, was Jack Benny's orchestra leader and also a character on the show, along with Remley and so forth. This episode is called The Songwriter. That'll be followed by an episode of Doctor Kildare, the MGM production based on the movie Doctor Kildare. It's an hour of good listening, so let's start.
I'm going to open the show the same way we did last week, with a commercial.
Oh, wait a minute, Curly. Just because you got by with it last week, don't press your luck. You know, Mr. Scott of RCA Victor doesn't want our names connected with their products.
Well, we didn't get any kickbacks from him last week.
Only because he's on his vacation and didn't hear it.
Then we're going to slip another one in. I just want to remind the people, Remley, that before they buy, they should look at the background of RCA Victor. What it stands for. Remley, you know that they're bound to have the best...
All right, Curly. You don't have to tell me. Tell the people.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. On with the show, Bill Foreman.
RCA Victor, world leader in radio, first in recorded music, and first in television, presents transcribed the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show. For your enjoyment, here is the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show, written by Ray Singer and Dick Chevrolet, with Elliot Lewis, Walter Tetley, Robert North, Janine Roos, Ann Whitfield, Walter Sharp in his music, yours truly, Bill Foreman, and starring Alice Faye and Phil Harris. Here's a word from RCA Victor. Why do more people choose RCA Victor television than any other make? The reason can be summed up in just one word: quality. Million-proof quality, proven in over 2 million homes. RCA Victor television is America's favorite television because, feature for feature, it's America's finest television. With RCA Victor, for example, you enjoy clear, bright, steady pictures that are locked in place by RCA Victor's exclusive eyewitness picture synchronizer. You choose your set from 14 separate models, every one a masterpiece of superb engineering and quality craftsmanship. Next chance you get, step into your RCA Victor dealers and look over the very finest television in America today. And same time, add these two great RCA Victor Red Seal performances to your record collection. September Song, sung by Ezio Pinza, and the album of selections from Gershwin's Porgy and Bess with Reza Stevens and Robert Merrill. Phil has a recording contract with RCA Victor Records that calls for him to make a new record every month. However, for the past 2 months, the company hasn't asked him to make any new records. And Phil, Alice, and Frankie have gone down to see the vice president of Victor and find out why.
What do you mean I got a lousy voice?
I didn't say that, Harris.
Well, somebody in this room said it.
That was me, Curly.
Remley, keep quiet. This is my business, and I'll thank you to keep your corkscrew nose out of it.
I was just trying to help.
Trying to help.
Well, you were all puzzled about why your records haven't been selling lately, and I was the only one who came up with an intelligent answer.
Well, Phil's records have been selling, haven't they, Mr. McDevitt?
Oh, yes. Yeah, on his last record alone, the company stands to make in the neighborhood of $8.
Well, I felt sure I was doing better than that. Mr. McDevitt, how do the sales of my records compare with your other recording stars?
Well, I have the list right here. Let me see. Oh, here you are. You're tied for last place with Cohen on the telephone.
Don't get gay, McDevitt. People like to hear me sing on the radio show I do for RCA Victor, and if my last record didn't sell, it wasn't my fault. Now, maybe the tune wasn't any good.
Maybe the arrangement wasn't right.
Maybe the record was mechanically imperfect.
Maybe they couldn't find enough tone-deaf people to buy it.
You don't have to be tone-deaf to like my voice.
But it helps.
Now, just a minute, Mr. McDevitt. I want you to stop making fun of Phil's voice. I happen to like it.
Do you think it's good?
Don't change the subject.
All right. Now, look, McDevitt, the fault is with your sales force. They just don't know how to sell my records.
Sell 'em, he says. We started out on that basis, but that didn't work. Then we tried giving them away, but that didn't work either. We even tried smuggling them into Rudy Valley albums.
All right. Never mind why my last record didn't sell. As I always say, that's water over the dam.
Yes, there's no point in crying over spilled milk. Maybe the next one will be better.
Perhaps, but we can't count our chickens until they're hatched.
Well, now that everybody else has coined the cliche, it's my turn. A bird in the hand saves 9.
Francis, you mixed a metaphor.
I'm sorry, Curly. But as long as I have it mixed, will you join me in one?
I don't mind if I do. Put an olive in it and strain the ice, please.
Gentlemen, please, let's get back to business. We're anxious for you to make another record, Harris, but frankly, we're having trouble finding a song for you to do. Your type of song is, shall we say, unusual? Not everybody can write them.
You mean somebody writes that stuff?
Of course. How do you think my songs are created?
I thought you put a lot of notes in a hat, mix them well, dump them out on a piece of fly paper, and whatever sticks there is your song.
Well, we used to use the flypaper method. But one day in the middle of a tune, 3 of the notes took off and flew away. And my trumpet player, who in his spare time was an etymologist, he chased the note for 2 blocks, and he was just about
All right.
Well, you started it, didn't you?
Well, I'm sorry I mentioned it.
Harris, as soon as we find a novelty tune for you, we'll let you know. In the meantime, you look around, and perhaps you can find one yourself.
Okay, Mr. McDevitt, and thanks. Come on, let's get out of here, huh? Gee whiz, there must be some place we can find a good tune for me. We could only find another ballad like The Thing.
Do you think the world is ready for that?
Well, if we could only find somebody to write another hit like that.
Curly, why look around for somebody else to write it?
What do you mean?
Why don't we write one?
Yeah. Yeah. You and me'll write a song. Now you're talking, Remley.
Yeah, he may be talking, but he isn't saying anything. Oh, you fellas can't write a song.
What are you talking about? We'll be a great songwriting team. Come on, shall we go home and get started writing, Mr. Hammerstein?
I'm right on your tail, Mr. Rogers.
Right up. And Alice thought we couldn't write a song.
Yeah. There's nothing to this. We've only been on it 3 hours, and already we're on the way to a great song.
You said it. Hey, Remley, play what we wrote so far.
Okay.
Oh, what a note. What a lovely note. And to think it's all ours. Play it through once more, Remley. Beautiful.
Now, if we can only find another note to follow that, we got a hit.
Yeah.
Maybe we ought to drop this for a while and get to work on the lyrics.
Well, you better let me handle that department. Let me handle that department. I know all about that kind of stuff.
You do, huh?
Natch. Now, look. There are 8 lyrics. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
I didn't think you knew it.
Happens to be my business.
Curly, I may not know much about music, but there's one thing I do know. Those are not lyrics.
No?
Those are vowels.
Oh. Well, let's forget the lyrics for a while and write the words.
Well, before we do that, let's decide on a title. Let's see. What we call it?
The thing was a great success if we could only follow it with...
Curly, I got the title.
What?
The Son of the Thing.
I don't know, Remley.
No, but Curly, it has endless possibilities. We could follow that up with a series. The Thing goes to Princeton. Then
Wait a minute,
the Thing becomes engaged to the Tallulah bankhead.
Wait a minute.
The Thing grows another head.
Remley.
The Thing gives birth to an 8-pound bagel.
An 8-pound bagel. What's the matter with you? Maybe we can call it
Well, boys, how's the songwriting team coming? Have you written anything yet?
Have we written anything? Hey, Remley, play our song for Alice. Okay. What do you think of it, honey?
Phil, you can't steal that entire song.
What song?
That's Goodnight, Irene, and you know it.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it does sound similar. Hey, wait a minute. I got a way of switching this. We'll do the same thing, and we'll put it in 3/4 time.
No, I tried it in 3/4 time, Curly. It won't work.
Why not?
That way it sounds like the Tennessee Waltz.
Who are you fellas trying to kid? I told you couldn't write a song. You've been at this all day, and you only have one note.
Yeah. Hey, Curly, maybe we've been going at this in the wrong way. Maybe we ought to get an idea and write the words first, then fit the music to it.
All right, let's try it. Now, what are we going to write about? Remember, Remley, I want something different.
What do you mean, different? There have been songs written about everything possible.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard any good stomach pump ballads lately. Have you, Curly?
No, I can't say that I have. I don't think they've written any tunes about a sluggish liver either lately.
Phil, please.
No, huh?
Hey, Curly, let's write something nostalgic. Like a song about your hometown.
They wrote a song about my hometown. Do what, did he?
They've written a lot of songs about where I spent my youth. Little old New York.
How about a song about where I spent my youth?
Your youth. Yeah, man, I can see that title now. Gee, but I'd give the world to see that old chain gang of mine.
Curly, please, I was a model child. I was a Boy Scout, a member of the 4-H club, and every year at the county fair I won the blue ribbon for my persimmon preserves. You should have tasted my pickled pig's nickel.
I imagine. Pig's nickels, huh? Now, just what part of the pig is that? You got a pig with money, huh? How'd you make him, with a trigger finger?
Why don't you give up? You can't write a song.
We're not giving up. With a lyric writer like that, we're a cinch. Pigs nickels. Look, you can't expect us to come up, honey, with a song in 5 minutes.
No, it takes a lot of time and patience to steal a good tune.
Now, wait a minute, Remley. We don't have to lift nothing. We're partners, and together we can do this. Now, with my brains, talent, and ability, and your... All right, my half, go steal yours.
Curly, you don't sound like you have confidence in me.
Oh, Frankie, how can you say that? I have as much confidence in your ability as you have in mine.
We're in big trouble.
Frankie, we're starting off on the wrong foot. In order to be a successful songwriting team, each partner has to have confidence in the other. Why, the Mikado never would have been written if Gilbert didn't have faith in Ed Sullivan.
And White Christmas never would have been written if Irving didn't get along with Berlin.
Certainly. They had faith in each other's ability.
Who did?
Sam Irving and Clyde Berlin. You're not paying attention, dear.
No, you're right, Curly. We must respect each other's ability. Now let's buckle down and show the world that we can write a great song.
And they did write a song. It took them a few days, but they finished their masterpiece this morning. I was in the kitchen when suddenly there was a shout.
Alice, come in here quick.
Coming, Phil. What is it?
Honey, we finished our song.
Yep. We just have to write 2 more notes for the ending. That does it.
Well, what kind of a song did you fellas write? A ballad, a rumba, or a
Oh,
waltz?
it's better than that. We wrote a Chinese folk song.
This is a Chinese folk song.
Yeah. We got a great title for it. We call it Chopsticks.
Or I'll be down to get you in a rickshaw, honey.
Oh, fellas, I don't want to be a wet blanket, but this song has already been written.
It has? Remley, this tune is your idea. Now, did you ever hear it before?
No. I'll admit there's a song that's similar to it. That one goes dee 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 dee. But ours is different. Ours goes na da 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 da. See? It's entirely different.
Different, huh? Who you trying to kid? If there's one thing I know, it's music. That's the same song. All you did was to sing it 1 octagon higher.
Fellas, if you have to write a song, write a love song. I tell you what, if it's any good, I'll sing it for you.
Oh, do you sing, miss?
Happens to be my business. Ask me how do I feel, ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I've just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light, or if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me how do I feel, little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start popping my spring, boy. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding.
Ask us how do we feel from this chemistry lesson we're learning.
All right, boys, how do you feel?
Well, dear, all we can say is if we were a bridge, we'd be burning.
Oh, I knew my morale would crack.
You gotta be careful.
From the wonderful way that he looked. If I were a duck, I'd quack. Or if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me how do I feel. Ask me now that we're fondly caressing.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Oh, if I were a salad, I just know I'd be splashing my dressing.
Or if I were a season, I'd surely be spring. Or if I were a bell, I'd go. If I were a bell, I'd go. If I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding.
Hey, that was a swell song, Frankie. I wish we could write one like that.
If you like it, Curly, I got an idea.
Now, wait a minute. Now, we ain't going to steal it.
No, of course not. But if we play If I Were a Bell backwards, nobody will recognize
Will you shut up now, please?
Or how about the Star-Spangled Banner sideways?
Bill, do me a favor and forget the whole thing.
You want some pig's nickels? You sound like you got a mouthful of pig's nickels. Straighten out where you people been.
Bill, do me a favor and forget the whole thing. You've become the laughingstock of the neighborhood. Everybody in town knows that you're trying to write a song.
How they know? Who told them?
Well, I had to explain the horrible noises that were coming from the house. Everybody in town thinks you're crazy. It's humiliating.
People always ridicule creative genius. They said Edison was crazy. They said Marconi was crazy.
They said Robert Fulton was crazy.
They even said Sam Fromkis was crazy.
Who is Sam Fromkis?
My uncle. He was crazy.
Julius, what are you doing here?
I heard you guys was writing a song and I hurried right over so I could be the first one to tell you it stinks.
Julius, that's not a nice thing to say.
What are you guys writing a song for?
Well, I have to. RCA Victor wants me to make more records, but they can't find a song for me to do.
I see.
You see, I have a distinctive style, lad. And, well, the fellow who writes my type of songs don't grow on trees.
What do they grow on?
Look, kid, will you get lost? I'm busy. Just beat it, will you, please? Frankie and me have got to get back to writing my song.
What do you need him for? Why don't you do it yourself? Haven't you got enough brains?
Yeah, I got enough brains. I could do it myself, but I figured I could turn out a great song with Mr. Remley's help.
I see your point. 3 heads are better than one. What's so tough about writing a song? Anybody can write a song.
Did you ever write a song?
Glad you asked me that. Just happen to have one in my back pocket.
Oh, no, not you too, Julius.
Ah, you like this song, Miss Faye? It's a love song. If I get it published, I want you to be the first one to sing it, Miss Faye. And if you do, I'll dedicate it to you.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. What's the name of the song?
They all think my girl has a bald spot on top, but it's really a hole in her head.
Julius, I don't think that's my type of song.
Hey, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's see there. Sound like a pretty good novelty tune. I might be able to do it. Let me see that music.
Here you are.
Let me see. That's not bad. You might really have a hole in the head, but there's still my sweet honey bun. Hey, this is really something.
This guy is amazing. I give him a copy of the Police Gazette, and he's singing it.
This is music. And look at these notes right here. I could tell. Oh, she's wearing a polka dot bathing suit. I wonder why them notes look so sexy. Let me have the music now, kid.
What for?
Well, if I like it, I might do a big favor and make a record of it for you.
This is a big favor.
Well, of course it is. I happen to be a big RCA singing star, and if I introduce your song, do you know what'll happen?
Yeah, it'll be an overnight flop. There's only one guy who can take a song and make it a hit, and that's Bing.
Bing who?
Bing Rappaport, you jerk!
Look, kid, let me have that song. Julius, if I like this thing, I'm willing to introduce it on my radio program.
You are? You mean you'll take my little song and sing it on your program? You'll sing it with all the voice and feeling you got? You'll do the same thing for my song that you've done for all the other songs you sung?
Yes, I will.
You really hate me, don't you? Give me back me song. I'm getting out of here. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Curly, there's something frightening about that kid. Have you ever seen his mother and father?
Yeah. They're nice people.
Then how do you account for him?
Maybe he was under the house when they bought it. Who knows? Well, you forget him and let's get back to the song. Don't worry about him.
You mean you fellas haven't given up yet?
Well, I can't give up. I need a song, and if I'm going to make a record, I got to have a song.
Bill, you can't write a song, and you know it.
I can, too. I'm a musician, and within my breast burns an artistic desire for expression, and I am determined that this fire shall not remain closeted within my bosom.
Keep talking, Red Eyes. You fascinate me.
I didn't hear that doorbell. Now, how did you get in here?
Through the second story, I like to keep in practice.
Well, what are you doing here?
I've come to help you. I hear you're looking for a new song.
So?
So I have written one. And you are going to make a record of it.
Supposing I don't want to.
Who's asking you? You are making a record of this tune.
Who's gonna make me?
I am.
And you're just a kid that can do it.
It's better. Now we'll go down and make the record tonight.
All right, Grogan, I'll make the record, but before I do,
What's the song about? Don't get nosy. You can buy a record tomorrow and find out. Now run over to him once or twice, then we'll get down to the recording studio and we'll make the record.
Now, just a minute, Grogan. You can't come into my friend's house and tell him what to do. One more crack out of you, and I'll have Curly eject you. Won't you, Curly?
Yeah, I'll be very happy to eject them.
You are going to throw me out?
Is that what that word means? Emily, why don't you tell me these things? What's up? Are you trying to get me killed or something? I'll be very happy to do your song, Grogan. What's it about?
Well, I got 2 songs. You can have your choice. There's one that's a kind of a cowboy's lament, you see, and the other is a mother song.
Well, let me hear the mother one. I don't think there's ever been a song about a horse who runs on a wet track.
This ain't about a horse, it's about a mother. A mother. Who's married to your father?
Oh, Mom. But, Grogan, there's been a lot of mother songs already written.
Well, no, not about a mother like mine. Now, quiet while I sing this. Remember, no crying during a rendition because heavy sniffling distracts me. All right, here I go. M is for the mob she used to run with. U is for the other racket she was in. D is for the dum-dums in her luger. The other D is for my daddy who the dum-dums dim. E is for her eyes, so hard and shifty. R is for the rat who turned her in.
Put them all together, they spell mother. A word that means the world to me.
Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, it sure is. Hey, that's my new tune. Hey, Alice.
What is it, Phil?
Get RCA on the phone and tell him that we got the best mother song since I Want Some Seafood, Mama.
Here's a word from RCA Victor. Long-haired symphony or short-haired jive. They both sound best on 45. RCA Victor's modern system of recorded music. And whether you want to cut a rug or relax, the RCA Victor 45 record changer sets you free to do it. You can make up your own programs quickly and easily. You can select just the music you want when you want it. And the 45 will give you almost an hour of continuous music at the push of one button. Your RCA Victor dealer will be happy to introduce you anytime to the whole family of 45 instruments. Be sure you pay special attention to the very special Victrola 45 Personal. It's a complete automatic phonograph in a smart plastic case with a handy handle. You can carry it with you and plug it in for music wherever you go. Get personally acquainted with the Victrola 45 Personal soon. It could be the start of the most beautiful friendship you ever made in recorded music. Yes, long-hair symphony or short-hair jive. They both sound best on 45. The 45 RPM system of recorded music by RCA Victor.
This is Phil again, and I'd like to thank all of our friends out there for listening, and Alice and myself and our entire cast hope that you make this a regular Sunday night habit. And to all of you nice people in the audience, you were so wonderful that we just have time to say good night.
Good night, everybody.
This program was produced and transcribed by Paul Phillips. Included in today's cast were Sheldon Leonard and Frank Nelson. The part of Frankie Remley was played by Elliot Lewis, and Julius was played by Walter Tetley. Remember, Whether you're buying a television set, a radio, a Victrola phonograph, or records, put your faith in the cornerstone of American home entertainment for 3 generations. RCA Victor, world leader in radio, first in recorded music, first in television.
Theater Guild presents The Fallen Idol later. Now, Hedda Hopper on NBC.
Before we move on to Dr. Kildare, let's take a moment to listen to Mortimer Snerd.
Well. Yeah, that's right. If it isn't Mortimer in the flesh.
In the Sunday flesh, too.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the way it goes. Quiet now, please. Bunch of silly people, yeah. Did you hear about my new job?
No, I know. What kind of a job is it, Mortimer?
Well, I'm sure. Well, what do you call a fellow what washes windows?
A window washer?
Yeah, that's all. That's what I am.
Well, so that's it. Mm-hmm. Do you get paid by the window?
No. By the boss.
By the boss. Well, where are these windows you wash?
Well, they're near the top of the 12-story hotel.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, very high.
I see. You don't say.
I just said that, yeah.
Yes, I know. Well, apparently you don't suffer from acrophobia.
Very high.
Yeah. Well, I see that it's new to you. Let me introduce you to the word acrophobia.
How do you do?
Mortimer, acrophobia is an inborn phobia emanating from the subconscious. A sort of an abnormal fear or dread of being at great heights or precarious elevations.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it takes nerve to work there, dangling from the outside of a high building. Mm-hmm. You haven't lost your equilibrium, have you?
No. I pin it in my shirt pocket.
Oh, I see. Do you enjoy the work?
Well, yesterday I didn't. Well, one lady living up there thought I was one of them human flies.
Human flies?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, she swatted me.
Oh, she did? I imagine it is rather startling to be...
Bunch of smart Alex.
No, that's all right. I imagine it is rather startling to people when they suddenly see your face at their window.
Yeah, sure. One fellow was drinking.
Yeah.
And jumped up and emptied the stuff down the sink.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Tell me, how long does it take to wash your window?
Well, that all depends on. You can't just sit down and say,
Depends on what?
On what I see in the window.
Oh, I
see. Oh, boy. You ought to see what I seen yesterday.
Well, tell me, what did you see yesterday?
No, I can't tell. Oh, come on. It was too shocking.
Oh, no. Come on now.
No, don't coax me, please.
No. I won't tell anybody. Now tell us, what was it you saw in the window yesterday that was such a shock?
My reflection.
Mortimer, how can you be so stupid?
Well, say, I finally got an answer to that question.
Well, fine. Tell me, what is it that makes you so stupid?
Well, It's, oh, shucks, I forgot it. How can I be so stupid? Yeah, I don't know.
The story of Dr. Kildare.
Whatsoever house I enter, there will I go for the benefit of the sick. Whatsoever things I see or hear concerning the life of men, I will keep silence thereof, counting such things to be held as sacred trusts. I will exercise my art so...
The story of Dr. Kildare, starring Lou Ayres and Lionel Barrymore. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer brought you those famous motion pictures. Now this exciting, heartwarming series is heard on radio. In just a moment, the story of Dr. Kildare. But first, your announcer. Now, the story of Dr. Kildare, starring Lou Ayres as Dr. Kildare and Lionel Barrymore as Dr. Gillespie.
Blair General Hospital, one of the great citadels of American medicine. A clump of gray-white buildings planted deep in the heart of New York, nerve center of medical progress, where great minds and skilled hands wage man's everlasting battle against death and disease. Blair General Hospital, where life begins, where life ends, where life goes on. What happened? What's wrong?
Nothing's happened. Why are you all out of breath?
Well, Parker said it was important, some emergency.
Kildare, lock the door.
Huh?
I said lock the door. I don't want to be disturbed.
Oh, sure, all right.
Are you busy, Kildare?
No, not a bit right now.
Good. I thought we, might indulge in a game of checkers.
What? Do you mean you went through all this mystery just to...
Quiet, Kildare, quiet. The walls have ears. I'll set up the board.
All right, let's live dangerously.
Yes. It's confoundedly quiet around here, isn't it? So quiet that... Well, this afternoon it's getting on my nerves.
That's only your diagnosis of what's getting on your nerves.
What do you think's getting on my nerves?
The 75 cents you owe me for the last 3 times we've played.
Do you mean to infer I'm a poor loser, Kildare?
The walls have ears.
Now, you listen to me.
Go ahead, move your man.
Let me concentrate, and I will. I'm in conference. I can't be disturbed.
Well, all right, Dr. Gillespie. Dr. Carew's on his way down with some people, and I thought you might like to put away that checkerboard before they got here.
Splat.
Zounds, mate, we've been discovered.
I'll put the board away in the bottom drawer here. And...
I'll unlock the door. Now, how did you know we were playing checkers, Parker?
Why else would you lock the door?
Right in here, Mr. and Mrs. Van Court. Our doctors are very busy, but I'm sure they'll be very glad to spare you a moment. Mrs. Van Court, may I present Dr. Gillespie?
How do you do, Dr. Gillespie?
How do you do?
And Dr. Kildare.
Dr. Kildare.
Very happy to meet you, Mrs. Van Court.
And Mr. Van Court, Dr. Gillespie and Dr. Kildare.
How do you do, Doctor?
I suppose you and Dr. Kildare are struggling with some knotty problem, Dr. Gillespie?
We are indeed, Dr. Carew.
That's our staff, always busy.
Just what is your problem, Mr. Van Court?
It's our son.
He's disappeared. He's been gone for 2 days and 2 nights.
There, Mrs. Van Court. Never you mind. Dr. Gillespie and Dr. Kildare will find him for you.
We'll find him?
But Dr. Carew, we're not detectives.
Nonsense. Of course you are. You're excellent detectives, both of you. Why, look how you found that boy in the Leona Carter case.
But this is a matter for the police, Dr. Carew.
Oh, no, not the police. I couldn't bear for the police to subject poor Philip to all that publicity. Well, you promised us you could do something, Dr. Carew.
And so I will. You just put your complete faith in Dr. Gillespie and Dr. Kildare.
You see, Philip had all that publicity when he came back from the war, and it upset him so.
We're convinced that it's some sort of mental illness that has caused our son to go off like this. That's why we came to Dr. Carew.
Oh. You don't suppose he's eloped, do you?
Oh, Philip wouldn't do a thing like that without talking to his father and mother first.
Well, whether he would or not, who would he elope with? The only girl that he's gone out with has been Irene, and I'm sure that he isn't interested in her in that way.
Why are you sure?
Irene was engaged to Phil's best friend, and the boy was killed in the war.
Hmm.
Oh, no. Phil's had no particular interest in girls. The only thing I have known him to show any interest in is airplanes.
Planes? What did Philip do in the war?
He piloted a T-51.
Oh, yes. Was he wounded?
No, but he had a pretty bad case of war nerves for a while when he first got back.
Mrs. Van Court, when did your son leave the house?
2 nights ago, he said he had a date.
Did he say with whom?
No, he didn't.
Oh. Well, I don't know if we can help you, but we'll certainly be happy to try. Would you write down the name and the phone number of the girl you spoke of?
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, by the way, have you a picture of your son?
Yes, I have one in my wallet.
May I borrow it? I'll take good care of it.
Of course.
Now, don't you worry about this another moment. Just leave everything in the hands of Dr. Gillespie and Dr. Kildare.
Here's her name and address.
Thank you both for your courtesy. I'm sure you know that anything you can do will be deeply appreciated by both of us. And if you are able to help my son, I'll certainly show this hospital my appreciation in a very tangible form, Dr. Carew.
Well, there. Not another word about that right now. Come, I'll walk to the door.
Now what do we do?
Well, I guess we go and see, let me see that piece of paper. Oh, Irene Howard. Miss Howard, I'm sorry to have to bother you, but Mr. and Mrs. Van Court asked us if we wouldn't...
Oh, I'd be glad to do anything I can to help Philip.
Have you any idea where he might be?
Well, I don't know any more about it than his parents do.
You two didn't have a falling out about anything, did you?
Good heavens, no. It would hardly matter to Philip if we had. We've been friends a good many years, but never anything else. As a matter of fact, I was engaged to marry Phil's best friend.
Yes, we know that.
I think that's the only reason Phil pays any attention to me at all. He and Paul had been pals since they were kids. Even the war didn't separate them. They were both in the same air squadron. Phil even saw Paul shot down. His plane was just in front of Phil's when it happened. Maybe he went out to the airport. He hangs around there a lot. Oh, excuse me. Hello? Oh, yes. Hello, Mrs. Van Court. Yes, they're here now. Hey, what? Oh, really? But where? Oh, I'm sure it's nothing like that. I'm sure he's all right. Yes, I'll tell him. I'll call you back later. Goodbye. They found Phil's car at Brighton Beach.
Really?
Was it empty?
Yes, his overcoat was in it and his wallet, his money, his identification. The police just called her.
Well, it's in the hands of the police, then.
They think it's suicide.
I'll go down and have a talk with the police captain.
No, I think we should take a ride out to Brighton Beach.
Oh, all right. You go your way and I'll go mine. I'll see you back at the hospital.
Well, Dr. Kildare, what brings you out to Brighton Beach this time of night?
Well, Mike, I'm just looking for a young man, a patient of mine. I just came out here on a hunch. Hasn't turned out to be a very good one.
What's he look like?
Believe it or not, I don't know. Never met him. His parents asked me to help him. The boy's evidently suffering from war nerves or something. I have a picture of him here.
Let me flash my light on it. Well, now, I just may be able to help you. I'm not sure, but there was a young fellow sitting on one of the benches looking at the ocean there. He looked a bit like that. Come on, let's have a look.
Good.
He's still there. Let's have a closer look, shall we?
Yeah. A little too dark to tell from here. I don't know. Let me speak to him. Hey, excuse me. Is your name Philip Van Court by any chance?
What? What did you say? He sure looks like that picture.
I said, is your name Philip Van Court?
No.
What is your name?
My name? Why, my name is, wait a minute, I'll think of it in just a minute. It's... Isn't that funny? I don't know. I don't know what my name is.
Look, I'm Dr. Kildare. I'm with Blair General Hospital in New York City. Now, if you're who I think you are, your parents are half crazy looking for you.
I haven't got any parents. They're dead.
Oh? What was their name?
I don't know.
What's that newspaper in your pocket?
I don't know.
May I see it?
Sure.
Phil, will you come back to the hospital and let me try to help you? Will you, please?
Sure, I'll go with you. Why not? I haven't any place else to go. Sure.
Come in.
Well, how'd you make out with the police?
Oh, well, I found out everything they know, which is darn little. They picked up his car with the overcoat in it and no trace of the boy.
Sometimes you can find out more from the cop on the beat than the police captain.
Like what?
Like what bench the boy you're looking for is sitting on.
Oh, yeah. Have you found him?
Not sure. Would you call Mr. and Mrs. Van Court and ask them to come down? I don't want to phone in front of the boy. And then if you'll come down to my office, you can talk to him yourself.
Well, does the boy you found say he's Philip Van Court?
He doesn't know who he is. Doesn't know how he got to Brighton Beach or what he was doing there. Oh, here. Read the headline on this paper that was in his pocket.
Plane crashed at airport. Well, this doesn't mean you found Philip Van Court.
No, well, maybe not. But I do know I found myself a patient. Phil, this picture looks like you, doesn't it?
Yes, it certainly does.
Would you look and see if you have any identification of any sort in your pockets?
I did. I haven't.
Why are you holding your arm like that?
It's crippled. I can't lift it.
Oh, wonder how that happened.
It happened during the war.
How do you know?
Why, I just know. Oh, my arm hurts.
Here, let me have a look at it.
Don't touch it. It hurts. I don't want you to touch it.
All right, I won't touch it.
I can't lift it. I'll never be able to lift it.
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Van Court here in the hall, Jimmy. All right?
Oh, Phil, this is Dr. Gillespie.
How do you do, sir?
How do, son?
Phil, the people are here that I told you about. Will you let me bring them in? Their son's been missing for over 2 days now.
Of course.
All right, Dr. Gillespie.
Come in, Mr. and Mrs. Van Court.
Oh, Phil, my son, my
Where have you been, my boy? We've been frantic.
Oh, don't ever give us a scare like that again.
What is it, Phil?
I don't know these people.
Phil.
I'm not Phil. Don't you understand? I'm not your son.
Oh, Phil, don't frighten Mother like that. Don't.
Please, Mrs. Van Court. Phil, I'll tell you what I think our next move is. I believe I'll put you to bed and let you get a good night's rest. You've had a long day, and in the morning we'll talk things over.
Jimmy, why don't I take Phil down, get him fixed up with a room while you talk to Mr. and Mrs. Van Court?
All right. Good night, Phil. See you in the morning.
Sure. Thank you, Dr. Kildare. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
That's our son, Dr. Kildare.
Yes.
He has amnesia. Is that it, Doctor?
Yes, that's it.
What are we going to do?
Apply psychotherapy.
You can cure him, can't you?
We stand a pretty good chance if we can find out what brought on the attack of amnesia. I think I know. I may be wrong, but I think I know.
We will return to the story of Dr. Kildare in just a moment. continue with the story of Dr. Kildare, starring Lou Ayres as Dr. Kildare and Lionel Barrymore as Dr. Gillespie.
How'd you like the movie?
Well, it was all right. Why you insisted on dragging me to a movie at this time of night?
Just thought a little relaxation wouldn't hurt. What do you think caused it?
Caused what?
Amnesia. Do you think that news headline had anything to do with it?
Yes. Air crash might have done that. Might have brought back too vividly something he's trying to escape.
Mm-hmm. Complete emotional hysteria.
Yeah. If this is true, have you decided how you want to treat the boy?
Well, your favorite method has always been narcosynthesis in cases like this.
That's exactly what I'd advise.
Better have the boy's parents in tomorrow and talk to them about it. I'll call them first thing in the morning.
Dr. Kildare, Dr. Gillespie, we brought Irene with us because she almost seems like one of the family to us, and she's been so distressed about Phil.
Irene, would you permit an old man to ask you a most personal question?
Of course.
Are you in love with Phil?
Yes. I have been for a long time.
Huh.
I was just a little late realizing it. You see, I'd written to Paul and broken my engagement to him about 2 weeks before he was killed.
Oh, does Phil know that?
I don't know. He's never mentioned it.
I see. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Van Court, I wanted to explain our method of treatment in cases like this. You see, along with the attack of amnesia, Phil has a partial paralysis of his arm. Now, there's absolutely nothing organically wrong with the arm. So Dr. Gillespie and I believe the amnesia and the paralysis are related. We'd like to use what we call the narcosynthesis method.
That's been used quite a lot since the war, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
What is it?
It's a little technical, but I'll try to simplify it. We dull the pain sense of the ego so that repressed things may come to the patient's mind and be confessed. Once they've been expressed, then they no longer constitute a threat to the ego, and the energy which they formerly used up can be transferred to more useful functions.
How will you go about this with Phil?
Well, first we'll darken his room, and then I'll talk to him for a while and explain to him just how we're going to try to help him. And when he's sufficiently relaxed and ready, we'll inject sodium pentothal into a vein. Then I'll ask him to count backwards from 100. And when he becomes confused and is unable to count correctly, we'll be ready to begin the treatment.
89, 88, 87, 85, no. 83, 80.
Philip, you can still hear me, can't you?
Oh, yes, Dr. Kildare.
Tell me about Paul, Phil.
Paul was my friend. We were buddies. But Paul fell in love with Irene.
Were you in love with Irene, too?
Yes. But she was in love with Paul. She was engaged to him. I meant nothing to her. She didn't know how I felt. And Paul didn't know. I didn't let anyone know. But he kept talking about her, though. All the time overseas, he kept talking.
What happened overseas, Phil?
It was a raid. The raid! Paul's plane was in front of me. It was just in front of me and a little below me. I saw the Nazi plane dive for him. I could have shot him. I could have saved Paul's life, but I couldn't move my arm. It was paralyzed. I couldn't move it.
Nazi plane shot Paul down?
Yes, the Nazi plane shot him down. I got the Nazi, but it was too late to save Paul. And as I watched his plane fall, I found myself thinking, I can marry Irene now. But I couldn't marry her. I never can marry her. How could I marry her when Paul is dead? Because of me. He's dead and I killed him. I killed him.
All right now, all right. You were out to the airport the other night, weren't you? You saw a man get into a plane, take off and crash. Now think, Phil. Think.
Yes. Yes, I was at the airport. All of a sudden, my arm, I couldn't move my arm again.
I know. Now, Phil, listen to me. Listen very closely. Do you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I hear you.
All right. Irene loves you. She wasn't in love with Paul. She's in love with you. She wrote a letter to Paul breaking her engagement 2 weeks before he died. She's in love with you.
Love? With me?
Yes, with you. Now listen, Phil. Concentrate on what I'm saying. It isn't your fault that Paul died. Your arm didn't freeze on the gun because you wanted Paul to die. It was caused by the fear and terror. You didn't kill Paul. Paul died at the hands of the enemy. You wanted to save him, but it was beyond your power. You were willing to save him. You tried to save him.
Tried to save him?
Yes, you tried to save him. Phil, your arm is perfectly all right. It isn't paralyzed. Now I want you to lift it. That's right. Lift it. There, you see? Now extend it toward me. Now, that's right. Now over your head. There. You see, your arm is all right, Phil. And so are you. You're all right.
I'm all right.
I'm going to leave you now. I want you to rest and sleep. When you awaken, you're going to know who you are, and you're going to be well. You're going to be well, Phil, in mind and in body. And then you're going to get up and ask Irene to marry you.
Ask Irene?
Yes. Irene is going to marry you, Phil. She's going to marry you. Well, Phil, goodbye and lots of luck to you and Irene.
Thank you, Dr. Kildare. I still can't believe that she actually said yes.
You ought to believe it. My goodness, I practically proposed to you.
We run a matrimonial bureau here as well as the hospital, too.
Well, isn't it nice to see everyone so happy?
Hello, Dr. Carew. Bill is leaving the hospital today.
I know. Well, I told you just to leave everything to Dr. Gillespie and Dr. Kildare.
Will I have any recurrence of the amnesia?
No, Phil, no. The cause for the amnesia has been removed. You have nothing further to worry about.
Well, I know one thing. I certainly feel like a new man.
Dr. Carew, I have a check here made out to the hospital. I wanted to make a donation to show our great appreciation.
Well, now that isn't at all necessary, but how very nice and thoughtful of you. On behalf of Blair General Hospital, I thank you. Of course, you shouldn't have done it, but I know the thought of the countless people who will benefit from your generosity will give you boundless pleasure.
It will indeed. Goodbye, Doctor, and thank you again.
Oh, goodbye. Lots of luck to you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much.
Well, that's that. Have you any emergency cases this afternoon?
No.
Well, lock the door.
Uh-oh. All right, I'm with you, mate.
Where were we on this check again?
Don't spill the checkers. It was
Oh,
your move.
that's right. That's right. So it was. You're right. Now, Kildare, keep your wits about you because I am going to assassinate you right here and now.
Oh, just because you owe me 75 cents? Just don't know how to lose, do you?
Never mind that. Never mind. It doesn't matter if you don't know how to lose, Kildare. Always remember as you go through life, the only thing that really matters is knowing how to win.
We return to the story of Dr. Kildare in just a moment. again the story of Dr. Kildare, starring Lou Ayres as Dr. Kildare and Lionel Barrymore as Dr. Gillespie.
Well, I must say I am pleased. Very pleased indeed. Mr. Vencourt made a very generous donation. You're fine doctors, both of you. I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Carew. Can I have an extra dish of ice cream for my lunch?
What? Oh, quiet. Oh, I get it. Well, you certainly can, dear fellow. You too, Kildare.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I must get back to my office. I have so much to do these days. I just wanted you to know that I'm well pleased. Well pleased. Another dish of ice cream.
There's a man with a great sense of humor.
Yeah. Maybe we should put him under sodium pentothal and find out his hidden desires and motivation.
I wouldn't recommend it, Dr. Gillespie. All you'd find would be a great big dollar sign.
Quite so, Dr. Kildare.
Yes, I thought your diagnosis would concur with mine. Well, now shall we lock the door and return to our game, Dr. Gillespie?
By all means, Dr. Kildare, by all means.
You have been listening to the Radio Theater Channel Weekly Download. Check out our continuous stream at www.otrlisten.com. And join us next week for another Radio Theater Channel Weekly Download.